They adopted God as their God, and God adopted them as their children and then gave them a legacy in Israel. So this is just so wonderful of a picture and shows God's redemption and his ability to adopt anyone that wants to adopt him. And so I've mentioned Tamar and Ruth because, Tamar was a Canaanite woman and she followed the laws even better than Judah did and of God. And God rewarded her for that by giving her a son that was in the line of David and eventually in the line of Jesus, which we'll find out later. And so Tamar, but also Boaz's mom was Rahab. And Rahab was the prostitute that was rescued from Jericho because she hid the spies, because she believed in God instead of Jericho's army and king and all of that. She said, I know that your God is going to take this land. I trust that. And so if you will save me when you come in to, destroy this land, then I will save you. And they did. They saved her, and then they took her in to their nation, and she became part of their nation so much that she is in the line of King David and eventually Jesus. She is the great great grandmother of King David. And so David's dad was Jesse. David's grandpa was Obed, which is the son that Ruth and Boaz have. So Ruth and Boaz are great grandparents to King David, and Rahab is a great great grandmother to King David. So, we just see God's redemption through the whole thing and God's ability to accept anyone who accepts him, to take them in if they so choose him. And God did not stop that with those three women. After Jesus came to be the King of the Jews. So he came in the same line of David. Judah, when Jacob was blessing Israel, remember his name was changed to Israel. So when he was blessing his sons right before he died, this is the blessing that he gave to Judah. He said, Judah, your brothers shall praise you. Your hand shall be on the neck of your enemies. Your father's sons shall bow down before you. Judah is a lion cub. From the prey, my son, you have gone up. He stooped down and he crouched as a lion and as a lioness who dares to rouse him. The scepter, the king's scepter, shall not depart from Judah, nor shall the ruler's staff from between his feet, until tribute comes to him, and to him shall be the obedience of the people. So Judah is the kingly tribe. And King David comes through that tribe, and he is the king of Israel. And Jesus comes through that tribe also to be the king of Israel, but the Israelites reject him. The Israelites don't accept him as their king because they didn't want a spiritual king. They didn't want the king of heaven and earth. They wanted the king of earth. They wanted the one that was going to rescue them from the Romans, the one that was going to rescue them from all the nations that had been fighting against them and trying to take them captive and be their king and rule over them. And so they rejected them. And because they did that, then God allows everybody. He did it anyway. We saw that with the Israelites. He already was showing us that he was willing to adopt people that were willing to adopt him as their God and his laws as their laws. But once the Jews rejected him as Savior and Lord and King, then he became anyone's Savior, Lord, King, Redeemer that would accept him.